Okay, here's where we're at. Hope we're getting the good footage again. Really hoping this all comes out in frame. I just rolled that piece of brush around and swapped cameras, so I had more battery life. We're gonna go up. We're going to lower. Excuse me. Darn it. See, being a giant guy here. Problem is I can't reach the bottom of the basket. I just don't freaking fit in it. Don't make stuff like this for big people. Okay. Whew. Double checking here, just double checking on the camera, that's all. All right, going up. We have not slacked up any on this line. So we got to consider that. What we are going to do is I'm going to throw into above a crotch here, and we're going to gently swing in to our lower. And hopefully everything will go all right. It's really, we're going to kind of mirror what we just did, except with a bigger piece. And there's just one consideration you have to always have when you're doing this. And that is that what you're lowering is below your crotch, so you can't accidentally swing out of it, which I have seen people do, believe it or not. So what we're gonna do is, first thing we're gonna do is keep our rope hanged for now. We're going to put a running bowline in this. A little tight to it, huh? Can you even see that? I was like, I'm so tight that you can't even see it on the camera. All right. We're going to go over this little nubbins. I'm not going to use a half hitch. Our running bowline. Take our line. And we're going to go around this. And like I said, we gotta, trying to keep this line hanged up, we gotta go high to a higher crotch, which is right over this stub. Then we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to throw out 2 ought to be more than enough for what I'm taking, I hope. If not, it'll stream her down and we'll be okay. The other thing I could do is I could take a loop back around Now when this goes over, this really should, we'll take a loop back around. This should considerably lighten our load. I'm gonna just very gently, yeah, we'll take a full 3. It's the worst that happens, stops. But this should really gently, very much lighten our load, and we can do it fairly gently. I'm just gonna cut down at the bottom. I'll put 1 or 2 strippers here somewhere. That's what we call, when you make a front cut, that breaks the strip of wood that's holding on from a peeling cut. I'd like to put them a good distance away from the peel, as to not negate the peel. So we're going to do this a little bit. We're going to do this a little bit. We're in a good spot with everything. I take full advantage of all these saw nicks because I can put a rope in there and it's not hung up on my basket, where if it gets pulled on, they're come right off, which is really a nice little thing. So we're just gonna back away, play gentle. Okay, try and get it so it rolls into that. Nice and gentle. There we go. A nice gentle ride. Now, all we got to do is get it to roll out of this pine, which I don't think is going to happen. So I'm going to lay that right there. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to 5 loops here. And it's going to fall into the crotch, it looks like. So I'll have to take this apart a little bit. That's all right. It's off. It's not as high anymore in theory. Okay, this is theory. This is actually reduced pressure on the trunk already. Well, there's multiple reasons for that. One is the old girl's laying in another tree already. stuff like that is because it can get hung on you if something slides. Stuff like that will hook right into your basket. Almost every time. Okay, looks like we're getting away with not any real damage to the pine, which is nice because it's already been cut back. Unfortunately, we didn't see that this tree had the issues that it has until after all the trim work was done on the pine. So, up we go, lower this down, straighten out that brush. I'm inclined to believe that what we're gonna see here once we lower is a considerable slacking in that line. At this point, we should. If not, we do have a consideration. Well, we have a nice set of chunks to come off before she's good to go. I'm pretty confident that that hitch will hold. Now, if we have any slack, we'll take it out when we go down to get our rope. And yeah, the reason I'm not bringing another rope up when I do this, I gotta be honest, is because I just don't want to be tied up with a million ropes stuck in all that brush down there when I get done. I've done it before where I bought like five lowering lines up, just lowered everything I needed to out. But then the nightmare of getting it all out. I say, he who jigs must pay the piper. So, ooh, something got me. Piece of wood. Happens every day. Anyway, the bottom line is that, yeah, I cannot believe that this has not slacked up. That's got to be slacked up. Either that or something gave it up. And if something gave it up, I've got real problems. Oh no, that's definitely slacked up. That's good. All right. One more hitch. And we're gonna make the hitch come clean because we can. rather than that swung around so it got in there. I'm going to take the hitch straight away.